From its incredible technology to the spectacular architecture, Atlantis has captivated people's imaginations for millennia. But what happened to this legendary city? Did it drop beneath the waves, or did it simply vanish? Join us as we explore the many theories and dig deep into the evidence to solve the riddle of Atlantis. People have been attracted by the prospect of this ancient city, which is claimed to have vanished beneath the water for generations. We still don't know what happened to Atlantis, despite the many ideas and tales surrounding it. Now you might be wondering about the origin of this city. Plato, the Greek philosopher, described Atlantis as a great and advanced civilization that flourished more than 11,000 years ago, a great and rich city-state lying beyond the Pillars of Hercules. It was ruled by Atlas, a wise and just monarch who was thought to be the son of the sea deity Poseidon. Some believe Atlantis was a genuine metropolis, while others believe it was a myth. However, there are numerous theories as to what happened to Atlantis. Plato envisioned Atlantis as a utopia with ample resources, advanced technology, and highly educated people in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. Their power and money, however, led to their downfall as they became corrupt and arrogant. According to Plato's tale of Atlantis, the founders of the lost city were half god and half human, who established an ideal civilization and rose to become a powerful maritime power. The lush islands were home to a multitude of rare and exotic fauna, as well as silver, gold, and other precious metals. Mind-blowing, right? Now, the destruction of Atlantis. The legend has it that Atlantis was destroyed in a single day and night of cataclysmic events, plunging beneath the ocean waves. However, the cause of this devastation is unknown. According to some theories, Atlantis was destroyed by a volcanic eruption or earthquake, while others believe it was the result of a struggle with other civilizations. There are several underwater remains that could represent Atlantis relics, but proving it is challenging. What do you think caused the destruction of this enigmatic city? Antarctica, the icy continent at the bottom of the world, has long piqued the interest of explorers and scientists. But could it also be the location of the lost city of Atlantis, one of the world's biggest mysteries? Some people argue that Atlantis was not in the Atlantic Ocean, as previously assumed, but rather on Antarctica. They point to the Ellsworth Mountains, a part of the continent encased by ice and impossible to reach. William Ninnis, an adventurer, discovered an unusual rock formation in the Ellsworth Mountains in 1929. He called it a crystalline rock mass that looked like a city. It could be Atlantis. Another mission to the Ellsworth Mountains in 1958 revealed a layer of silt rich in diatoms, a form of algae found only in warm waters. This could imply that the area was formerly warm enough to support life. Scientists have just discovered evidence of a cataclysmic event that occurred roughly 11,000 years ago while investigating ice cores from Antarctica. Some researchers believe that this event was responsible for the destruction of Atlantis. In addition to the underwater metropolis, there is a mysterious stone associated with Atlantis. This artifact, known as the Atlantean Stone, or Stone of Atlantis, is supposed to have been a strong crystal utilized by the Atlanteans to harness energy and manipulate the elements. The ancient Greeks mentioned a metal that could be found in the mythological city of Atlantis, and this metal, known as orichalcum, was discovered off the coast of Sicily, where a ship sank some 2,600 years ago. 39 metal ingots of roughly 300 millimeter in length were discovered on the seafloor near Gela in southern Sicily. The composition of orichalcum is highly contested, with most agreeing on it being brass-like. The uncovered ingots have been tested and found to be 75, 80% copper, 15, 20% zinc, with minor amounts of nickel, lead, and iron. Centuries before the metallic form of zinc was discovered, its ores were used to make brass and zinc compounds, as well as to heal wounds and sore eyes. Orichalcum is a stone that emits a strong energy field. Its properties have been compared to those of Atlantis. The quest to find this city is never-ending. Recently, there have been numerous ideas concerning the site of Atlantis, and some experts believe that the Greek island of Santorini may contain the remains of Atlantis. A volcanic eruption devastated the island some 3,500 years ago, and some believe that this catastrophe contributed to the story of Atlantis. Furthermore, there are numerous parallels between ancient Greece and other lost civilizations. One of the more recent Atlantean ideas concerns the Minoans, a civilization that lived more than 4,000 years ago on the Greek islands of Crete and Thera, now Santorini. The Minoans, called after the legendary King Minos. The Minoans, said to be Europe's first great civilization, erected magnificent palaces, paved roads, and were the first Europeans to utilize a written language. However, at the height of their power, the Minoans vanished from history, fueling speculation about a link between this great, doomed civilization and Plato's Atlantis. Historians believe a large earthquake struck the volcanic island of Thera approximately 1600 BC, causing an eruption that sent 10 million tons of rock, ash, and gas into the atmosphere. There is also evidence that the ancient Greeks were aware of the concept of a lost civilization, devastated by a natural disaster. The concept of the world-destroying flood can be found in many civilizations around the world, and it is conceivable that this myth impacted the account of Atlantis. While there is no hard evidence to support the existence of Atlantis, the legend of this legendary civilization continues to captivate our imaginations and inspire us to delve into the mysteries of the past. Many people claim to have discovered Atlantis's location and its secrets. Edgar Cayce is prominent among them. Edgar Cayce was an early 20th century American clairvoyant, psychic, and mystic. He is well known for his psychic readings, which he claims were delivered to him while he was in trance. One of Cayce's most well-known topics was the lost city of Atlantis. Atlantis, according to Cayce, was a technologically superior civilization that existed thousands of years ago. He stated that a catastrophic event, such as a series of earthquakes or a big tidal wave, destroyed civilization. Cayce believed that his psychic powers allowed him to access information concerning Atlantis, and he detailed the civilization in detail. Cayce's readings regarding the lost city have become immensely popular throughout the years, proving the reality of Atlantis. Many people believe Cayce was able to tap into a universal consciousness and get information concerning Atlantis and other ancient civilizations. Others believe Cayce's readings were the result of his own imagination or suggestibility. Cayce suggested an allegedly antique library called the Hall of Records, which, according to Cayce, contains a reservoir of information housed beneath the Sphinx in Egypt. He stated that the documents held information on Atlantis's history and wisdom, as well as information about other ancient civilizations. He further stated that the records were guarded by a network of secret corridors and rooms, and that they would be discovered one day by a group of people eager to obtain the wisdom contained inside them. Cayce thought that the Hall of Records was built by the Atlanteans before their civilization was destroyed in order to preserve their wisdom for future generations. In his psychic readings, Edgar Cayce identified 3 possible places for the lost metropolis of Atlantis. Cayce reported the initial location as being near what is now Bimini in the Bahamas. This area, according to Cayce, was the last relic of Atlantis before it was destroyed in a sequence of cataclysmic events. He described an underground network of tunnels and chambers used by the Atlanteans to harness energy and conduct experiments. Bimini is an island in the Bahamas where Cayce claimed that a temple of initiation once stood, and that the remnants of this temple could still be found underwater. The second is Yucatan, which is a Mexican peninsula where Cayce believed remains of Atlantis could still be unearthed. Cayce mentioned the third place as being in the Atlantic Ocean's Azores region. He stated that this region was the Atlanteans' initial home and the site of their most advanced civilization. He also claimed that the lost metropolis of Atlantis will emerge again like the sun rising from the sea. He predicted the formation of a new landmass off the east coast of North America. Furthermore, he proposed that many Atlantean souls had been reincarnating in America in order to usher in a new era of enlightened human consciousness. It's important to note that there's no scientific evidence to back up any of these assertions, and many historians and archaeologists are skeptical that Atlantis ever existed. Despite this, Edgar Cayce's readings regarding the lost city of Atlantis continue to be a popular topic of discussion and controversy among people interested in ancient history and spirituality. The voyage into the mystery of one of history's most intriguing lost civilizations was satisfying, right? Then don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on more such videos in the future. Please leave any comments. We enjoy hearing from our viewers. Are you curious about Illuminati theories? Then check out 8 most popular Illuminati conspiracy theories about celebrities. Until next time, bye.